was a West Munsell Kevin Love outlet from Mara.
I don't even know if West could do it flat-footed like he did. Because I mean, we've seen him do baseball pass right on the money. Sun him up in that NFL bird.
And that is number 3 on solo ball. So Burnett, 76% sure will get a pair. Quiet night thus far, just 2 points. Check in with Tracy.
First off, Dan Hurley came out of the locker room complaining about his suit, that it's completely falling apart. And then he finally got to the game. He said he likes the pace of this game. He said fouls are definitely an issue. He said he felt that the hook and hold was a really big turning point, but he just said they got to keep doing what they've done in that first half.
He is trying to become the 7th head coach with 3 or more national titles.
Robert Hall, which has been in the business for about 30 years.
The suit is the one that he wears every single game, and it's falling apart. The lining, and he knows he has to address it, but he won't until the tournament's over. Reed follows his own miss with a bucket. How about that quick jump there by Reed on that offensive rebound? But I like that, Corey. Morrow, be aggressive. He is 3 of 9 from the field, but he's got 7 points.
And they're going to count it.
They're going with the double on the post.
They did it for the first half. That's the second time.
Feed it back to Morrow, 1-on-1 with Reed. 10 to shoot. They stay at home. Morrow loses it. The ball gets bounced around. Johnson couldn't grab it, and he touched it last out of bounds.
Not a good pass either.
It's a gamble. It's a gamble, though, when you don't team Morrow because of his size and his great passing ability. He can make you pay with the pass.
I think you've got to get him looking the other way when you come at some point. You know, he does like a little shimmy with the shoulder. And you're right, he can find people.
They have gone 10 minutes without a turnover. That is just their 3rd of the game. This one is going the other way.
Like Mullins quickly faked the back door. Reed, this communication there, turnover. You didn't see UConn in that first half with a turnover. It was one of the few mistakes.
35-31. Michigan just underway on the second half. Lemonmore trying to be more aggressive. Burnett deep corner. Off the rim.
He gets clean looks, he's tough.
They are now 0 of 9 from downtown. Demery matched up with Johnson. Alabama has to go.
He doesn't post up generally, but he might use that switch automatically.
Reed, kick it out. Demery shot clock in front. Repost. Let it out of there. And now, Lindeborn will bring it up the floor.
Got a mismatch on the box if they want.
Cano. Now foul call. Demery. He got tied up down low with Johnson.
Number 3.
So Silas Demery Jr. has 3. Solo Ball has 3.
Like Denver trying to get through this screen right there. The legs got tangled up. Maybe could have called that both ways.
Yeah. Now, this is not ideal for the Huskies at the 17:40 mark. Once again, they're starting backcourt with 3 fouls apiece. Bottoms the stairs. Johnson couldn't grab it, and that's the use of the body of Malachi Smith.
Not good vision by Mara. Never saw the defender.
Smith got in between Mara and the rim. It's offline. And Mara gets it ahead for Lindeborn.
Only patient on the offense.
Lindeborn drives it. Becker, no. Grabbed by Caravan. Smith up the floor.
Knocks it in the early. Good closeout by Johnson.
Here's Paul on the drive. Step taken away by Burnett.
He's got to be careful here.
Michigan running. Burnett makes his move on Smith. Loses it, and then loses his footing. Out of bounds. Well, tonight is the last telecast for one of our favorite camera people. Janice Murray is retiring after 47 years in the television business. This is her 12th Final Four. Janice, we love you. We're going to miss you. And thank you for being a pro's pro. 6 of the last 9 possessions have been turnovers. 7 to shoot. Ball pulls up, gets it back. Mullins the misdirection, and that one comes up short. Grabbed by Cadell.
Good defense by Gale on that contest.
That's Burnett in the corner.
Cadell crosses, strike, foul.
And so smart there by Elliot Cadell, knowing that ball had fouls, 3 fouls, now picks up his 4th. Although you don't reach in this situation, he reaches for the ball. And that was not a great decision there. Ball will have to go sit. Just be big, put your hands up. They have to score over length. The presence of Elliot Cadell reading that play, throwing that foul.
Solo ball, the junior goes to the bench with his 4th foul, and Cadell can crack double figures. Listening quick, and he used that speed to take it at ball.
Can't say enough about that kid, though. Elliot Cadell, the maestro.
That is 14 fouls against UConn, 5 against Michigan.
Not attacking the pressure.
Foul on Gale. So this is the largest lead of the night for Michigan, 38 to 31. Watch Anthony Davis break the biggest names in the sports world on the all-new series Foul Play with Anthony Davis. Premiering next after NCAA coverage only on TBS.
Mullins, can't afraid Mullins, that is.
The point that UConn has scored is a lead post-up.
In other words, there's a switch now. Might get something done here.
Mullins is 1 of 8 from the field. They turn it over. Cadell in transition. Cadell puts it up. No! Johnson couldn't finish it. And it's rebounded by Reed.
They can't get him the ball right now. Active hands on this defense as Michigan is trying to squeeze on this end.
And they're asking a lot of Malachi Smith. Caravan. It's rejected on the inside. Gale, the long arm of the ball. Caravan can't hit the first hustle. Mullins is there with the cleanup duty.
And you gotta know who's on the floor right now. Reed's gotta post up. Nobody can guard him. Mauer's coming back in, but take advantage of that mismatch.
Braylon Mullins is so active. Look at the ball. Floats it up. Gets the roll. And one.
He went right at Terrence Reed. That might be the 3rd on him.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It is. Lindenborg will go to the free throw line. Michigan is trying to create some legitimate space between themselves and UConn.
Got my big guy about to scratch in his spot.
I'm glad something special. March Madness themed sleepover.
Why? That might not surprise.
This is so you never forget about no fees or minimums on checking accounts. Hi, is Allie there?
Allie who?
Hey, you just got dumped out. And his brackets. Bust. Never fall asleep first, Chuck.
Smile so baby.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing? Yep. This is it. The final game of March Madness. So this shall be interesting. I missed the first half, most of it, but I'll watch the rest of this game, and may the best team win. So, who'd I had in my bracket winning it? You know what? To be honest, I barely checked my brackets. I just completely forgot, and I think it's because of the Classic Super Sluggers tournament. You know, both channels were really focused on that. So, yeah, that was history making. Thanks to those that were watching the games. And, yeah, Eric's super magnificent. Eric's top news will talk more about the Classic Super Sluggers tournament, on how it works and all that, the work put in together. So, but anyways, during the Classic Super Sluggers tournament, I did not watch much sporting events. Yeah, I didn't watch much because of the tournament. And that's why the last episode, I haven't done an episode of KSN in over 2 weeks. So I should be able to come back later this week. So, yeah. So anyways, this game's pretty good so far. I think Michigan's the favorite to win. I mean, no one thought they would win. They would beat Arizona by how many points? Like 20? No one saw that coming.
A sleeve on that left leg in the second half.
Look at this team. In one case, they adjust in the back with Kenny. We're going to be a little bit more playing first. So they got that 20 violation again.
I think they were really close to the violation and then just turned it over.
When you have Yaxel Limmerborn there at the top of that pressure, it's so hard, and the physicality of the guards. You have McKinney, and of course Gale there on the wings. Nowhere to go with that
That is UConn's fifth turnover in its last 8 possessions. Tadell couldn't cash in. Mullins spins, get it ahead. Smith looking for the angle. He's got it. How about left hand?
The way he's adjusted, using the body surge, the left, shows some toughness as well.
Cross court, knock away. Ross touched it last out. Every time you think Michigan is going to impose its will, UConn has had an answer.
This kid plays the whole game, number 23. Top than every
9 UConn turnovers, but Michigan has no points off of those turnovers.
He's got to be careful here.
Drop step. Good help there by Ross, and he knocks it out of bounds with 13 to shoot.
really have to count for as your help, though, as you mentioned, the passing ability of this kid.
The drop step ability there, Mara. Able to spin and elongate when he gets the opportunity.
Tadell is going to go deep. And McKinney's got it. Shot clock is down to 10. McKinney one-on-one. Nice subtle fake. McKinney lines it up. That is silky smooth. That's the game right there.
That's his game, that mid-range game. Great foot control and drills it.
That is a pro move. 43-35 Wolverines. Smith defended by Gale. Caravan. Swing it. Mullins. Shooting practice. Can't hit the three. Nice rebound. And Reed saves it.
Oh, they're quick.
It's too strong. Tip in.
Ah, wow. They needed that.
These Huskies, blue collar scrappy, just trying to stay attached here to these Wolverines.
They have not run this side, empty side ball screen. They're not.
They answered right back.
Tadell gets there.
Gets by anybody. Poor sprint at the rim as well.
45-37 Michigan. Tadell's got 12. The action is picked up a bit.
And Earl,
Reed one-on-one. Trying to challenge Mount Mara. He does. But doesn't get the way.
he's flipped it up because of the big fella.
Lord. Push up the floor. George balance for UConn defensively.
He runs the whole show. Advises, dictates.
Tadell.
Wow. Now they're up by double digits.
They just pick you apart offensively. So many weapons, these Wolverines.
An outstanding.
Wolverine Nation United. 48-37. Michigan, first three of the night, and it comes from Elliott Cadeau.
So, my original bracket, I had, I forgot who I picked. Oh, I think I had Duke. In the secondary bracket, I had, I think it was Houston. Houston, I heard they got embarrassed by Illinois. And what's really embarrassing was that the game was played in Houston. Yeah. So I think that was the game to get into the Final Four. But yeah, no one thought Michigan would beat Arizona by a lot of points. A lot of people thought Arizona would go all the way. So, wow. Looks like Michigan, they might win this. Which team do I want to win? Am I rooting for a team? No, I'm actually not rooting for a team. So, since I'm not rooting for a team, might as well hoping it's a good game, a close game. Although it would be cool, it would be kind of cool if UConn wins, because after that crazy comeback victory over Duke, that was crazy. I watched that video. That was insane. Wow. And then UConn won again. They beat Illinois in the Final Four, and that's how they're in the national championship. It's like somehow UConn doesn't lose. Although their women's basketball team, their perfect season came to an end in the Final Four. I actually watched that game. I sort of watched the second half of that game live against South Carolina. And then the two coaches, they had that heated exchange at the end of the game. Like, wow, that's kind of unusual. But then I heard UCLA, they beat South Carolina in the championship game for the first time. Has Michigan won the national championship in men's basketball? I want to say they were in it a couple of years ago, but I don't remember if they won it or not. But, you know, Michigan, they beat Arizona by a lot, so that's like, wow, it's like they deserve to win this championship.
Well, it's been on display throughout this season, and certainly in this tournament, and no turnovers. Tonight, Demery is back in for UConn. Huskies are down by 11. Ross.
Yeah. UConn's got a... Wow.
What a great effort defensively.
That was between someone's legs.
We talk about their length, and this isn't the biggest lineup right now on the floor, but productive, aggressive. You get to the point, do the job. Johnson, excellent recovery on his play.
Johnson got all ball there, but I think the follow through hitting the arm of Ross is where the refs called the foul.
So that's number 2 on Morris.
UConn's got to make a big comeback again. What if they make a big comeback again to win the national championship? That would be crazy. I mean, there's still a lot of time left, but they can't let Michigan keep making those shots.
Ross is a native of Bristol. 2 years of high school. St. James.
I'm gonna tell you what, this year's March Madness had some crazy endings in the first couple of rounds.
39. Wolverines.
I was sort of watching the first couple of rounds, and then And then the Classic Super Sluggers tournament began, so I could not really watch much of the rest of the tournament.
And Michigan shooting it at 5 of 10 from the field in the second half. They're 15 of 16 at the free throw line. That post up. Jackson directing traffic. 10 to shoot. 12 minutes to play.
And
Gets around 2 defenders and it's blocked there.
I
Demery sticks
up.
to the play. Rolls the other way.
Oh.
Misses on a three. McKay snacks it up ahead. Numbers a shooter. He's going to take it himself. The layup doesn't go.
Wow.
And the rebound.
Wow, these guys are fast.
Mullins crosses. Mullins denied.
Dang.
Shots and he erases it at the
Neither team could score. Timeout.
That is the fourth block of the night for Michigan. May and Hurley. Michigan and UConn going at it for the title.
Yeah, I wonder how many people had UConn against Michigan in their final two. I did a live stream over 2 weeks ago. It was the second day of the tournament. That Friday night, I believe it was. Was it? I think it was that Friday night. Yeah, where there were 4 games at the same time on 4 different networks. Well, somehow, while I was live, the stream got interrupted, and YouTube basically removed the stream because I guess I was showing too much of the TV, the big TV. Although I had this TV on and that TV on, and then my little TV on, which is at the time it was on here, the folding table. I think I was showing a little bit too much of my big TV. Normally I would show like more than half of the screen. But after that happened, then I'm going to show a little bit less than half of the screen, and which I'm doing that right now. So I don't think this stream will get blocked this time. Plus, I only have 1 TV on instead of 3, So that was the first time that happened. That was the first time that happened on this channel where the stream got interrupted. I know the very first stream I did was me watching a soccer game, only because one person really wanted me to check this game out. But I knew not to show any of the game, because I know soccer is the most popular sport in the world, and they get really strict on that. So if I do a live stream of me watching the FIFA World Cup final, I'm not going to be able to show any of my TV screen. It's the same with UFC, WWE, and boxing. Or those ring sports, they're also really strict. So, but you can play sound. I think you'll be okay if you play the sound. But if you show your TV screen, yeah, they'll remove your stream. Wow, Indiana Hoosiers, 1975-76 national champions. Wow, 50 years ago. Indiana was really good in basketball in the old days, but I guess now they've taken over football. Because, excuse me, Indiana wasn't even in this year's March Madness.
That's what UConn did against Duke in the second half. They rode Reed, getting him touches in the second half.
Okay, UConn, they cut the deficit to 7. Oh, dang. UConn's got to come back again. Which I hope they do, actually. It would be kind of funny if they come back again and win.
Switch. Caravan against Cheddar.
Right there on the catch.
Mullins.
Oh, that almost went in.
Down for the freshman Braylon Mullins.
That was in and out. Oh, an official went down.
I'll take Johnson in this one. You got your pick.
Johnson and Demery would not let go.
Haha, what the heck are they doing?
And then Jeff Anderson took the hit.
Takes the brunt of it.
Yes, that missed three-pointer there. 0 for 8 in this half. UConn from the three-point line, taking a page out of Michigan's first half of the three-point line, not knocking anything down.
That's a good look at a little blow now.
So it was called a tie-up. Jeff Anderson, fortunately, very flexible with the high knees, avoided any issue.
He's not a rocket.
7-14 for the Wolverines, just about at the midway point of this second half. Leaderboard one-on-one. Over Caravan, short. Long rebound, popped up in the air, and it's grabbed by Stewart. Stewart takes it in.
Oh, wow.
Along the board. Ross is there. He tosses it up. No good.
This is turning into a defensive matchup now.
They surprise him and he gets rid of it.
Wow.
Everything went into slow motion for a second.
Oh,
McKinney the drive. McKinney takes it in.
that time they made it in.
He's a trailer.
9-point lead for Michigan.
All game. Never giving up on a play. Ain't been touched.
And Johnson will pick up the foul on the backcourt defending Demery.
A silly foul there by Johnson. You said it best. The effort here, the defense, just hunting him down. Bad leg at all. Lindenborg. And then Johnson anticipating the mix. The miss there, just an extra effort. Michigan on display.
Excellent. Right. In pain. Nobody thought he'd come out and play. Tremendous.
Here's Reed one-on-one.
And with a box around him.
Zone. Diagonal. Demery takes it. Missed it.
Gotta make those.
And another tie-up. And this time possession arrow favors UConn.
UConn will not pack the tack, though. They will stay aggressive, stay in the mindset. Michigan's defense, I think, exceptional. Unless someone's just blocking shots, being in position, dictating play.
Remember we mentioned this side of the floor in this particular rim. Michigan went 4 of 8 from three-point territory in the first half.
Oh, dang. Jeez.
Elevate on this rim in the second half for 3.
Oh, gosh. Another player went down. A third player went down.
Another opportunity here for the Wolverines.
Nice post up. Look at this disadvantage.
Johnson with hands.
Oh.
Caravan with the thievery. Caravan drives it all the way.
Okay, they made it that time. That's what they needed.
He's got 12 points to lead the Huskies. We're back to a 7-point game. Just under 9 minutes to go.
Are you good enough to put stops together? That's the key for UConn.
Lindenborg searching. Air ball. Out of bounds.
He certainly begins to look like that.
Can't find his rhythm great, but look at Caravan, not to be denied. He's off to running, coast to coast.
Wow.
Lindenborg there, and his teammates approve. Just continuing to fight, trying to stay.
I like UConn's uniforms. Kind of looks like Team USA colors. Got the American flag on it too. That's perfect.
Dan Hurley said, "We know our culture is unique. It takes a certain type of player to play for me. We will supplement with strategic portal moves, but the bread and butter is finding guys that fit what they do."
And buy in.
50-43 Michigan. 8.5 remaining in regulation. Demery gives it up, gets it back. Demery, lane opens up, and Demery gets
There we go. Okay, now it's a 5-point deficit. Getting a little closer.
And they lifted Reed that opened it up. Nobody in the low box area.
Michigan just 2 points over the last 4 minutes and 40 seconds. Spin move back in, and it's pulled by Caravan.
Alex.
And now Livermore and Johnson on the bench. We'll see if the driving opportunity.
Dan Hurley's barking.
Been a steadying influence here.
Lifting Morrow to the hands.
Off the deflection. Michigan is running. Gale is going to float it up.
Wow.
Spaniard.
Goodness gracious. Graceful. Stretching those babies out. All about the D and the deflection.
Michigan 52, UConn 45. First points off of turnover tonight for the Wolverines.
Said he's got to be careful. He's going to be physical. Shane.
Caravan, ball fake. He's going to take.
Oh.
Long rebound. And Stewart couldn't grab it. He tried to do it on the full motion.
You might be right about
Wow. Yeah, they need to take a break after that whistle.
Spanish slam.
That was quite a lot. A lot has happened.
To the chagrin of Dan Hurley, who's not Spanish.
So they're in Indianapolis. Their stadium. Is it still called Lucas Oil Stadium? Because I know some stadiums they'll change the name. But anyways, it's home of the National Football League's Indianapolis Colts. That is a very nice stadium. I remember I watched last year's Royal Rumble, and they were at that stadium in Indianapolis. And I heard they're going to host a future SummerSlam. It might be next year's SummerSlam. This year's SummerSlam will be in Minneapolis, Minnesota, at that nice stadium, home of the Vikings. So, yeah. I assume there's more Michigan fans because it's closer. They're closer. They're not that far from Indianapolis. Remember the national championship would start at 8:20 Central? I'm not sure why. Why did it start that late? I never understood that. So then finally, people were complaining about that for years, and then finally they're having it 30 minutes earlier at 7:50 Central. But some people on the East Coast, they still think that's too late of a start. So maybe an hour earlier would be better. So maybe it should start at 7:20 Central, I don't know. And that's on a Monday night. It's not like it's on a Saturday night. The second Final Four started after 8 o'clock, I think. I mean, that's not bad, because there was a previous game there. I also find it kind of weird that the national championship is always on a Monday night, just like the football game. You don't want to have it on Saturday night because isn't Saturday night the big college sports day? Although, Saturday was the Final Four. I mean, they could have the Final Four on a Thursday evening. They can do that. Or maybe they don't want to because it's on a weekday. And how come the women's championship is on a Sunday afternoon instead of Sunday night? I wonder why. I don't know. Alright, let's see. How much time left? 7:16. UConn down by 7. They can still come back. It's not over yet, folks. Still a lot of ball left to be played.
Let that go right now. Let's see how they go in these next 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, the foul situation, UConn has not fouled Michigan. At least they haven't been called against UConn in the second half, but they're not making threes like they did in the first half that kept them in the game.
And they want that. They want a physical game. They want a pinky style of play, as you said.
Huskies have missed their last 11 three-pointers. But that's too high, even for Morrow, who's 7'3". That's right.
Wait, there's a 7'3" player?
But the other point is Harlan's back on the floor. A little rest, maybe a little conversation. Get back into the flow of this game if you're going to prevail.
He is 2 of 14.
You know what? Going to a basketball game would be pretty cool.
Without Braylon Mullins and Magic
maybe next season, maybe I'll go to a New Orleans Pelicans game. I actually would like to do that just for the experience. Yeah, I've never been to a Pelicans game, believe it or not. I know that might sound kind of crazy because I live only an hour away from the city, but yeah, I would like to do that sometime next season. Saints game, I don't know, because that might be too much for me. I mean, I used to go to Saints games a long time ago because I had no choice. I had no choice to go, and I wasn't old enough. I wasn't old enough to stay at the house on my own. But it's been like over 15 years since I last. Well, not quite 15, but a good 13 or 14 years. Last time I went to a Saints game.
Is incredible physicality. See it on the defensive end as well. That's going left.
Yeah, that was LJ Kaysen who was.
All right, sorry for those that are in the chat, waiting for me to respond. I'll do that when the next commercial break. Yeah, this stream's not going to be too long because I'm watching the second half of this game.
Bleacher Report is your one-stop destination for March Madness. Get every moment from the national championship with personalized updates and highlights.
Oh, in Indianapolis during the Eastern time, I see they have a clock. It says 10:47.
Ball back on the floor, Grant. Probably time, don't you think, with those four?
He's got to be smart, but a weapon offensively that can get hot as we know.
Also, it is a little weird that Jim Nance no longer calling this, but we'll still hear from him at the Masters and the NFL. But he decided to step down. He decided to step down as the voice of March Madness. But Ian Eagle's great. I've always liked Ian Eagle.
Had the opportunity, taken advantage.
Ian Eagle's probably my favorite CBS announcer right now. Oh, I think I heard that Ian Eagle's with J.J. Watt for the NFL on CBS. I remember J.J. Watt as a player. He wore number 99, just like Aaron Judge.
Reed did a great job screening the help there while trying to come over to contest. Reed getting in the way.
And his son, Noah Eagle. They sound very similar and they look alike.
That is number 3 on the leaderboard. Alex Caravan can end his UConn career with 3 NCAA titles, and that.
All right, he's got to make this.
Talking about guys like
He's got to make this.
Barr and Bill Walton. The whole list consists of UCLA players.
Oh, dang. He missed it.
Didn't have the opportunities these young guys have now. Think of elsewhere.
And Caravan has shot it at 86% of the season.
Dang, he missed both. That's
Offensive board reload for UConn. 6 minutes.
that's unfortunate.
Demery gets it back.
That's so good play, so many spots.
His jumper is off. And
He had to make those. He had to make those.
11 on 3/4 on this rim.
He ran that shots.
Now they're up by double digits again.
Just throw it up there. Help this man off. His capacity and knowledge of this game is just extraordinary.
9 points for Lindenborg.
This crowd's loud. It's the Michigan fans.
45.
Nice fade.
Okay, they needed that.
Right there, looked like Lindenborg trying to shoot the gap. Great fade by Mullins, knocking down a timely 3 there for the Huskies.
Reed got banged into his right leg as well.
UConn has cut it to 8. We get a timeout with 5:20.
Okay. Man, I'm kind of sleepy. Might go to bed early tonight. Might as well. Oh, let me show you the shirt that I'm wearing. I almost forgot. Look. Look, you see that? Perfect. This is the perfect shirt to wear. Yeah. If I go to a Pelicans game, might as well wear this shirt. Oh, that was a quick timeout. I noticed they would do this. They did this a lot. They would go to a commercial, and it's only like a one commercial. Like, they don't want to do the picture-in-picture like what the NFL does. I guess not.
But he's so smart, understands the game, great versatility, still contributes.
All right, I'm going to look at the chat now, folks.
Advantage of the size mismatch, using that strength to finish inside. And what heart from that young man could have easily caved it in. He played in the second half Saturday.
Oh, it's just you, T-Bone. No 5-tear? That's a surprise. For once, 5-tear isn't here. The MVP isn't here. But the MVP of Eric Super Magnificent is here. Hey, maybe all three of us can do a call for sports.
McKinney going down, and very fortunate that nothing bigger came of that.
If you're wondering what I had for dinner tonight, it was some leftover mac and cheese, like the shell-shaped ones. I think it's Velveeta. I think the brand is Velveeta. And I had some little butterfly shrimp. Pretty good. I might get a cookie from Easter, an Easter dessert cookie left over. Dang, look at this dude. He's got tattoos all over his arms. Also, another weird thing is TBS would host. Oh, wow. TBS would have the national championship in even numbered years. So 2026 is an even numbered year. And CBS would have the national championship in odd numbered years. Isn't that weird? Like, why can't it just be on one or the other every year? It's the same broadcast. It's the same announcers, but it's a different network. I find that kind of weird. Why do they alternate? I don't understand that.
Mullins had made 5 of his last 8 threes coming into the championship game.
Also, I saw that this game's also on TNT and True TV. What? They decided to have it on 3 networks, even though they're all exactly the same. That's like Monday Night Football. ABC would host it, and ESPN would also host it, but it's the same game, same broadcast, same announcers, you know.
That is 16 fouls against UConn. And Leavenworth is an 82% shooter. He was born in Puerto Rico. He moved to the state of Ohio at the age of 2 and then to New Jersey at the age of 8. Did not do a whole lot of overtime basketball.
They're up by 9.
Encouraged him to pursue an opportunity at Arizona Western. 3 years there, and then the transfer to UAB. He blossoms, and his mom, Yasel Rocoso, watching on in the stands. They are 19 of 20 at the free throw line, and Michigan leads UConn by 9. 4 minutes to go.
They're switching to Johnson popped out, Ira recovers on Carberry. Carberry's got to get moving a little bit.
Mullins, they work it through him. The spin, forcing a pass. Reed, the catch. Oh, that was a go, but a foul.
How Mullins found Reed there, I don't know. What a pass.
Braylon Mullins has got a great feel for the game. We're one.
It's kind of weird. One coach is wearing his blazer and the other isn't. I think back in the old days, all the coaches wore suits. Hockey, all coaches wear a suit. Mm-hmm. Yep. Those hockey coaches, they mean business. Allstate, this guy. Ugh. Oh, shoot. Did you hear that? I'm not sure if y'all heard that or not, but I farted. Like a little high-pitched fart sound. So I don't know when I'll live stream again on this channel. What's the next big event? What's the next big one? Last weekend was probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, sports calendar year. Obviously, March Madness, Final Four, NBA and NHL getting closer to the end of their regular seasons. MLB just started their season. UFL just started their season. It's a lot. It's a lot. That's a lot to follow. That's a lot to keep up with. So, yeah. But spring season, that means there's more sporting events to watch. And then in the summer, the main thing in the summer is obviously the World Cup. I was sort of looking forward to the World Cup, even though I'm not a big soccer fan. But the only time I really watch soccer is the World Cup and the Olympics. So last time I watched soccer was really the 2024 Olympics. I didn't watch any. Well, I did watch that one game last year, the first live stream on this channel. So, yeah. Okay, it looks like it's still called Lucas Oil Stadium. It's a very nice stadium.
All season has been remarkable, as you can see. Never quitting on a play, active hands. They average 6 blocks a game. Second in the country right now, 6 blocks for the game. Allow just 35% in the half court, the lowest percentage in the country. And right now, UConn, 31% from the field in this game. The defense has been the consistent theme all year for the Wolverines.
And it's great to have the size. They play on the ball with pressure, help side defense, very alert. A lot of inner strength, too.
You're right, though. Great size, but also great athleticism on this Michigan squad. Reed at the free throw line, where he shoots it at 61%. 9 points, 13 rebounds. It goes off the bounce for Terrace Reed Jr.
That other guy, he missed those 2 free throws.
Been one of the best big men in the
Had he made those, it would be 60-54. But instead, it's 60-52. Look at this dude has some muscles. Look at him. There we go. They might still be able to come back, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think Michigan's probably going to win this game. But honestly, they deserve it because, they beat the team. Wasn't Arizona the number 1 overall seed?
Out of bounds. Michigan will retain with 16 to shoot.
Little soccer in the corner by Morrow. Multi-talented. See him kicking it?
He a tall center forward.
Michigan came in 8th in the country and scored 87.8 points per game. So mission accomplished for Dan Burley and the UConn coaching staff to limit those numbers.
It's the Spain action.
A little late with the pass. They had him.
Jennings shuts on his way down. Works his way into the paint, floats it up short, and it's grabbed by Caravan.
Great late help there on that contest by Mullins.
Mullins got to keep busy, too. He's looking for the screens. Caravan usually initiates everything.
Caravan moves so well without the ball, so does Mullins. And down goes Cadell. Turnover.
Sold it.
Cano did so. They got in the path of Mullins. So savvy, so smart, Cano.
And it's going to be Mullins picking it up.
He read that all the way.
Bro, this coach, he keeps taking on and off his glasses. It's kind of funny.
Backbench to see if it was more challenging.
Yeah, look at Michigan's coaching staff. They're all wearing their jackets. Their yellow jackets.
He falls down.
Georgia Tech, aren't they called the Yellow Jackets?
That's number 4.
Hey, we got the Masters coming up. The battle for the green jacket.
Doing a great on-the-ball defender. Cano swinging through the arms of Demery. Forcing the official.
The next live stream, I don't know what's the next big event. I know the Masters, that's a big event, but I'm not a golf fan, so I don't know. Maybe I'll do a live stream on a regular Saturday or something like that and watch a lot of sports at the same time. Now that I have 4 TVs, you know. See, I kind of... That's what I did with March Madness from 2 weeks ago. There was 4 games on at the same time, but that stream got blocked or removed, unfortunately. So maybe on a regular weekend I can watch 4 different events at the same time.
17 points to lead all scores. The lead is back to 9 with under 3 minutes to go.
Under 3 minutes. Time's ticking now.
Demery watched by Gale.
Oh, he's going for it. Oh, there we go.
Double curl off of Reed there. He's the key. He is. Keeps moving.
The deficit is now 6.
Stays alive.
If that guy made those two, had that guy made those 2 free throws, it would be a 4-point deficit.
Gale taking his time.
I'm telling you, like when you miss a free throw, it's kind of embarrassing. Ah, he didn't make it.
Pushing the other way.
Numbers there.
Dang.
Johnson through his legs. Saves it for Gale. Off the drive. McKinney sets the feet. Fires.
I don't know if UConn ever took the lead in this game. Now we're under 2 minutes. Yep, Michigan fans, they smell it. They smell it. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. It probably will be. Yeah, they keep showing these Capital One commercials. Some people are getting... Well, I mean, hey, you're not gonna see these anymore, right? It's only for the tournament. Is that Magic Johnson? Oh, that looks kind of cool. A basket skee ball. Huh. Everything is basketball. Hey, it's always cool to play those basketball arcade games. See, I knew it. That was the only commercial. Why do they do this? Just to show the Capital One commercial? Okay. I wonder why Five Taylor isn't here. Maybe he's doing something else. Or maybe part of him doesn't really care who wins this game, like me.
Championship game. Step up and play big time. I'm not in real estate, but location.
Hey, look, Michigan, are they going to get 6-7? Or are they going to get 67?
So just the second three-pointer of the night for Michigan to extend the lead to 9. A minute 38 left.
If UConn makes another crazy comeback, I won't believe it.
Good defense by Liverpool at the closeout.
Okay, they got to go for it.
10 to shoot. Using a lot of time. Ball fires. It's way
Oh.
by Caravan. Lost it. Grabbed by Reed. And foul.
Cadeau with the reach in again.
So Reed is going back to the free throw line with 1:23 on the clock. And
Yeah, this is the
number 3.
this is the same dude that missed both. Terrace Reed Jr. This is the dude that missed both. free throws.
So Reed's numbers now 12 points, 14 boards. He's 4 of 5 at the free throw line.
They're going to have to move the UConn now.
They look like Team USA because they got the USA flag and it looks like USA colors.
And the board being one of the processes, I
So it would be 65 to 60.
And now Jalen Stewart checks in. He replaces Reed.
think some length, gamble a little bit more, speed. It's a perfect trap.
Pressure. Wonderboy, they have 5 seconds, 4 seconds, and he tosses it ahead.
He's got the right guy. Always in the right spot.
So now you're playing against the clock, just like football.
The 14 to shoot and a foul call on Demery. And that's number 5. He's hit the quota.
Small change to be number 5. Goodness. Started that way too. He shouldn't be in there. It's true.
Silas Demery Jr. The junior from Raleigh, North Carolina, has fouled out with 2 points. Elliott could go on the line. That is team foul number 9. And here comes Malachi Smith. Jaden Ross to the bench. Reed back in. They just keep making their free throws.
He does everything well.
Nope.
Handles, finishes, can go left well, but going right, the dynamite.
He's been so
They're going to go for 6-7 now. 6-7 on the line. Yay, they got 6-7. Michigan got 6-7.
7 to 58 Michigan.
It'd be funny if Iron Eagle just said 6-7 to 58.
On a national championship with under a minute to go.
Yep, I think they're going to... Yeah, that's about it now.
There is a push.
Why do you get on push? Caravan maybe in the back there.
If you're Michigan, you want them to use the clock a little bit. Play your solid defense. Don't go on the free throw line, stopping the clock. This is really war when you're done with attacking guys.
And it is Ronnie Gale Jr. who picks it up. So Caravan to the line. Michigan with 18 fouls. Caravan has got 15 points, 11 rebounds in his first collegiate game.
Speed lineup defensively right now. When you don't press, you got used to the rotations. Trap in the corner, you're okay with the next one.
Michigan, they got to come in every pass. As soon as you're going to get fouled, be strong with the ball in these situations.
Dan Hurley keeps barking.
Back against who this is a never say die UConn squad. Kennedy nearly turns it over. And it is a tie-up possession arrow though to Michigan. What a great trap right there, man. Perfect.
Let him right to it.
Dan Hurley wanted to travel.
Let's go up Death Valley. You pretty good power initially to step through.
Okay, so Michigan was in a national championship in 2018, but they lost to Villanova 79 to 62. Okay, so I do remember that one. Oh, another timeout, so we're going to see a Capital One. Oh, I guess we're not. It's not going to be Capital One. Okay, so it looks like Michigan is going to win the national championship. When's the last time they won it? When's the last time they won the national championship? It'll tell you. $1989. So it's been 37 years. See, look, only one commercial.
McKinney, did he travel is the question.
No, I mean, it's just a normal dive forward and a slide on the floor. It's not like he rolled over. And he's not agreeing with it at all. What you think?
I thought maybe the pivot forward, he tried to split the trap. Possibly there.
Goodell will toss it in.
Look who bails.
Whoa. Okay.
Hit the backside of the backboard. Michigan turns it over with 45.7.
And the Big Ten is not a pressing league either, so you're not accustomed to a lot of this.
These guys are scrappy, no quit at all.
So UConn gets it back, trailing by 7.
Check the clock, maybe.
Dan Hurley upset because he was ready to run his action, and the officials stopped it before Malachi Smith could toss it in.
Michigan get a chance to see what they were going to run.
You know this team is good coming from behind.
Dan Hurley has a weird looking face. Huh.
And now Solo Barr will now replace Smith. Gets it in for Mullins. 7-point game, 42 seconds left. Mullins swing.
They have to shoot it now. Oh.
This is a 4-point game.
Oh, some are sweeter than others. That's what
Another commercial, another timeout. It's only going to be one commercial now, again, right?
they rewarded beautifully. You know,
Had that player made those 2 free throws, it would be a 2-point deficit. Yeah. But now there's not much time left. Oh, well, hey, we've seen crazy endings. That crazy ending. Remember that crazy ending? Crap, I forgot who was in it, but there was like a couple of crazy endings in the first 2 rounds. See, look, now they're already back. Like they don't want to do the picture in picture, like what the NFL does. Okay, they want to do the full screen.
they're quitting these guys, Bird.
It felt like a 3.
See, I know I
Diz toes are behind.
It's a 3.
What a shot. Great defense, too.
pretty good challenge, right?
Amazing that your entire season can come down to fundamentals and whether or not
You know, back in the old days, they did not have 3-pointers. No 3-pointers in the old days.
You can't simulate it in practice if you're not accustomed to doing that all game long. And right now they're having trouble. You can't pass it to the corner if you stay in the middle somehow.
I feel like a half-court shot should be 5 points.
Some options. Turn and look.
And right now for Michigan, all they need is one press.
It's kind of like the new the UFL. They now have a 4-point field goal for what, a 60-plus yarder.
so it's 67-63.
They got the football lineup now. Just to throw them off. You got to really vacate at least 3 guys. Too much traffic.
That's Michigan ball.
Tosses it in. McKinney back for Cadeau. And it gets on that sideline. And a foul is called with 29.5.
Michigan got the ball in the right person's hands. Cadeau there able to beat the trap and advance the ball to the front court.
Nice job by Dusty in that timeout, getting them organized.
So that was not an official timeout. It was the officials that determined they wanted to look and see if it was a 2-pointer or a 3-pointer. Michigan has a timeout remaining. UConn has a timeout remaining. And Gale is at the free throw line where he's 2 of 2 tonight. 29.9 on the clock. Michigan leads by 4. And we're tied.
Wow.
Reed and Ball will check in.
You don't necessarily need a 3 at the other end. Go strong at the rim. They collapse and find you can step in, but you need a quick hitter.
Yeah, UConn not a quick hitting team. They got to go fast.
Maybe you read a touch and let him spray.
He missed again.
Plenty of time left, 25 seconds, 4-4 game. Smith matched up with Gale on the perimeter. We're down to 18 seconds. Caravan.
Oh.
McKinney gets fouled at 13.1.
Rebound there by McKinney.
Settled a little too deep. Good defense forced him out out of his strokey distance, Caravan.
I like how UConn went to their senior there, Caravan. They had success a few possessions before on that same play, that double curl. Just a little short.
And Dan Hurley wants them to take a look at whether or not McKinney threw an elbow at the end of that play. 13.4 on the clock. They called the foul on Malachi Smith. Gene's territory, you're watching the replays with us. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I am. I think Coach Hurley just searching for something. To me, McKinney just cradling the basketball, lowers the shoulder, but there's nothing there that's flagrant to me whatsoever. I'm with you, Gene.
So you can see Dan.
Gene's territory used to be a NFL referee.
This is great about officiating. They're appealing everything. Maybe we missed it. It's not a challenge.
So the UConn appeal with 13.4 left stops the action. But here's the thing.
Was it the initial elbow there? Does it look like he might have tried to throw a potential elbow on Malachi
At
Smith?
the beginning of the play.
And maybe that's what Dan saw initially.
So I guess they don't have four. They don't have four referees. They only have three.
In the moment,
That's kind of interesting.
Smith had to foul him right there.
Because in hockey, there's four officials. Basketball only has three.
No.
no. James reading. And taking a look.
We talked about this kid's toughness. Physical kind of mentality on the floor.
Flint, Michigan.
Connecticut's appeal on the play for a flagrant foul was not successful. As a result, Connecticut recharged their final timeout.
So that's the thing.
Wow.
It's an appeal, but you lose the timeout, and they have none remaining.
I think it was worth it.
He had to try.
And McKinney is going to the free throw line where he has been outstanding this season.
There are different guys that are able to step up in different games. Don't rely on the one. It's sort of team orchestrated.
Nothing but net for Trey McKinney.
He's gonna go for 69.
The freshman from Flint.
69.
69-63.
Yeah, this is probably about over now. Man, he went down the court fast. It's over. They deserve it. Well deserved. So, Michigan machine, the machine of Michigan.
Unbelievable. Most consistent, most dominant team all season. And they showed tonight they can win ugly too.
And the wait is over for the maize and blue.
So,
It's the streak for the Big Ten. First NCAA title since 2000. Michigan State. And
what?
Michigan, who they shared the state with.
It's been that long since a Big Ten team won the basketball championship? I did not know that.
For the conference. UConn, terrific effort throughout this tournament.
So,
We're on the brink of
a
becoming
Big Ten team won the football championship, and now a Big Ten team won the basketball championship. Wow. This is a great year for the Big Ten. It's like they're taking over. They're taking over sports. Now, what if a Big Ten team wins the College World Series? Hey, it's in Nebraska, right? No, Omaha, Nebraska again. Always.
Their best player leaves it all out there, playing in pain. Inspires and uplifts his team, and so connected, so together. They are now champions.
A true team effort for the Michigan
The
Wolverines.
Michigan confetti colors.
Go blue is the mantra as we send it to Tracy Wilson.
Oh yeah, that's what they say. Go blue.
Dusty, congratulations. You said from the start, this team had what it takes to get to a national championship. What did they show you in this one with this gritty performance?
Well, if you'd told me we could shoot it this poorly, get dominated on the glass, and still find a way to win, I don't know if I would have believed you. But this team's just found a way all season.
How did they find a way? What is it about this team?
I love, respect, and trust amongst themselves.
We have, of course, Perez behind you with the Perez stare one final time. But for you, from a manager at Indiana, here in Indiana, to win a national championship here, what does this moment mean for you to be able to get it done?
Well, first of all, I want to thank all the people that poured into everyone in our locker room. We're not here without the love, support, and coaching from everybody before us. And I want to shout out all the former Michigan players. This one's for them.
Let me talk to your players right now. Congratulations, Trey and Perez and Yax. Let me start with you. You told me at halftime you felt awful, so weak. Where did you find that second gear in the second half to keep it going?
My teammates, they didn't give up on me, you know. I still suck second half too. I made a little bit of a push at the end of the game there, but kind of push from LJ, Trey, Ronnie, man, just continue to push me, help me make way and find a way to play harder.
When people talk about this Michigan team, this Michigan championship team, what will they say about you guys? How will you be remembered?
And man, they might still be calling us mercenaries, and we're the hardest playing team in national basketball. We're the best team in college basketball, and we want to be one of the greatest ever.
Well, go enjoy this one. Congratulations, congratulations, Trey, to everyone. Michigan is a champion.
1989, the last time Michigan won the national championship. And Dusty May in year number 2 at the top of his field. Dan Hurley has won a pair of them, but tonight UConn comes up short. Congratulations to the national champion, Michigan Wolverines. They finished the season 37-3, and they will cut down the nets here in Indianapolis.
Alright, guess I'm going to end this. So, I'll see you real soon for next episode of KS. Oh, 5 Tayers here. You tuned in after all. You almost missed the stream. Yeah, I was kind of surprised you didn't tune in from the beginning. Normally you would say, hey, 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 you know? So... the Big Ten has never been more back. Oh, so I guess you wanted Michigan to win. But not Nebraska. That's the team you'll never root for, right? Although there was an Iowa-Nebraska March Madness game. That was exciting, wasn't it? All right. Yeah, Iowa, they went to the Elite Eight for the first time in their history. I mean, that's amazing. That's amazing for them. All right. Nebraska was the only exception in you rooting for the Big Ten as a whole. Oh, okay. Some rivalry, huh? Cornfields. That's kind of funny. Alright, guys. Have a good night. Maybe we'll do a call soon of us talking sports on a special edition of KSN. That would be kind of cool. So, yeah. So until then, see you soon.